ठिक छ
ल रेडी
नेक्स्ट ब्रेक कसरी भन्ने
let's get started guys Utsav, can you check the Instagram here actually
Let me see. एकैछिन Hello, awesome. There you go. We're live everywhere. Hello, guys. Welcome to Ball and Beyond Talks. Today I have Vipul, Utsav bro, all the way from North Side.
Yeah, there are two subs in the house right now. One.
म तिमीलाई त उत्सव त भन्दै भन्दिनँ ब्रो किन तिमी टेन्सन
भन्नु पनि हुँदैन अहिले अब अलिक के भन्छ एन्ड त्यो लुप्सी छुकिपी नयाँ नाम लिएर अनलाइन आउँछ नि त मान्छेहरू हुन्छ नि
आजको अब कुरा चाहिँ हाम्रो गफ चाहिँ अब बेसिकली it will be all about Champions League, Premier League, Liverpool, Real Madrid.
And since we have Chelsea fan in the house, we have to talk about Conference League too. We shouldn't forget that league. How could we? Since there's a Chelsea fan in the house, yeah, we should talk about Conference League. But I have to open my phone and look at the app because I don't know like I have the clubs that Chelsea that are there playing. Okay, let's.
You know, one thing for sure. Let me say this to some of our folks. Okay, let me start with Champions League game, the big game. Let's start with the big game.
Big games.
Athletic, big games.
Big
Atletico
games,
Madrid versus
big
Liverpool.
event, big robbery.
Yeah,
Big robbery.
you could call all that,
one
man.
one of the biggest robbery, man.
So do you really think it was a robbery?
Haters will always hate.
It's not new for us fan to see Real Madrid doing this. We are so used to this kind of scenario, like decision in favor of Real Madrid. We're used to this, so that's why it's not it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Okay, Utsav, let's get started officially, man. Let's not fight on these things.
Right.
We have whole entire time.
Okay, okay, it's okay. I mean, we can go like this, but I want to start with first and foremost. We had pretty good games last week, Champions League round of 16. Now we are all looking forward to quarterfinals. Pretty big teams there, except Liverpool. but
winning against Paris.
But Yep, and we'll be witnessing another round of big matchups, including Arsenal versus Real Madrid. I'm sure Arsenal will be thrashed, but I'm not sure what about if Real Madrid really can or not, but I think they should.
I wouldn't say they will be thrashed. I mean, they scored how many goals? 9 goals in aggregate with PSV. I mean, it was PSV, but still, I mean, Champions League in the big stage, they can perform better, I think. Let's see. It'll be an interesting game. I got a message from some of the Gunners, so-called, right? And then they're like, they could not wait.
Oh my god!
They could not wait.
Gunners.
Let me read the chat too, man.
So let's see.
It's rare nowadays to see Arsenal fan talk since they bought all the league, which they were apparently chasing. So let me just see what they're talking about. So now they can come and talk because like Liverpool is out of a Champions League, but I really want to.
True. All right, so let's talk about the preview games of Champions League last week, right? So I mean, Arsenal, they got pretty good, easy win.
Yeah.
Same thing for Inter Milan, and then same goes for Aston Villa as well. Good game that we're able to see. I mean, interesting game. Neck to neck game was Liverpool versus PSG, and then Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid. It was a big controversy there. Liverpool and PSG, not so much of a controversy, but it was a really exciting game to watch. In terms of goal scoring, in terms of the good class of defending there, but coming back to Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, I want to hear from Real Madrid perspective first, and then we'll go to both of us to find out if it was really, a game that should have gone to Atletico Madrid side, in favor of Atletico Madrid side. I mean, there were talks about, Real Madrid not getting penalties as well. What do you think, people?
Let's start with the Real Madrid. I mean, Atletico Madrid's game within the first minute of the start of the game. I mean, within 30 seconds, not even like less than, 30 seconds, they got conceded, right? We got conceded. It was like big surprise for me, and then our guy, I mean, ex-Chelsea man Gallagher, right?
Oh man,
Going, getting to the final third and then getting that
I was so happy.
equalizer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be happy. You're like rooting for that guy. I could see that.
Yeah.
And then it was very frustrating for us as a Madrid fan, right? And then what I saw after that goal, we could not even defend well, and we're having hard time to uh, block all the passes and then block those shootings. Look at that shooting range, and then the power shots from Julian Alvarez, man. He was like, it felt like he's gonna score at some point, right? And then all those on targets, short ranges coming in, and then all those attacks. I mean, first half we survived. I'm gonna say that we survived big time, and then that
You
miss
survived.
that
Thank
that
God. Thank referee. Thank.
I'm gonna come to that. I'm gonna come to that. UV,
thank
give me a sec,
everybody.
okay? So I know what you were trying to cook, but let me tell you this: the penalty miss from Vinny Jr., right? The one that Mbappe, got a chance to make it at least one up. I mean, make it 3-2 and then kill that game. I mean, second half. By the start of the second half, we did really good. We performed a lot better than what we did in first half. And then my boys are like, man, this was very hard game. I don't know, for some reason, always Atletico Madrid gives us hard time in Champions League. But there is always have an instance that we are the ones who knocks them out from Champions League knockout phases, whether it's quarterfinals, semi-final, or even finals. So I think overall, I know we're gonna go there, right? So overall, Real Madrid's performance was not that good compared to what we saw against City, right? And then we were suffering big time in that game. And then that penalty decisions, I still see a lot of people like fighting this and that, saying, hey, this is against the rules, and then all that crappy business. But still, there was touches in the ball before shooting to the penalty, and there had been few instances that people say that, hey, this has been in the past that nobody called out. Even I saw footage of Lionel Messi in World
I
Cup
know
penalty.
you're gonna come to blame.
Yeah, there was a touch of both right foot and the left foot while he was shooting and scoring that penalty, but nobody called that. Why is it being called out in Champions League stage? That's the question that people has been. And then UV, I think you have the similar questions. I think you might say that Atletico Madrid got robbed, and then your sweetest boy
how could
Argentinian.
VAR? No, forget about the World Cup right now. We're talking about Champions League. We're gonna go back to World Cup too.
Yep.
How could VAR decide it was double touch so soon, when it takes forever for them to decide an offside, which they have a technology for, but they don't have it's been I think more than 24 hours. We haven't seen clear footage of a touch.
No.
I think I have one.
I mean,
I don't know if you can.
And the official website of UEFA haven't posted there was apparently some news article said there was ball sensor or shit like that, but there was not we haven't seen enough proof. Where is the proof?
No, there was no ball sensors. Only in the World Cup that was used. In Champions League, they don't have it, as far as media
So how
says.
could they decide
even,
it so soon?
But the thing is, even though it has touched, that is so tiny, right? Even if it touched, right? Even if it does, it did not impact it where he was hitting. He was hitting to his left side, right? And it
you have to use microscope,
Yeah, and then
apparently not camera.
I think
I haven't
camera,
yeah. But look at the statements that UEFA published.
As a Madrid fan, you can defend them as much as you can, but as a
No,
football fan, you need to be neutral, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm trying to be neutral. Look at the statements.
But the thing is, Madrid fan can be neutral. If they would be neutral, they won't be Madrid fan.
I guess you could say that, man. As a as a Liverpool and Barcelona fan, man, दूध बातें. Let me speak, okay?
Somebody is hot.
No, it's not. It's not about being hurt, man. It's about like, getting the things clear, right? So, UFA, what UFA said. UFA also said that there had been, like Utsav said, right? There had been minimal impact and minimal touch with his left foot during the attempt.
Where's the evidence?
No, there is the.
Man. It's in proof, man. It doesn't work like that, man.
I mean, even
Come
if
on,
you
man. Come on, man.
Like Utsav said, you have to really like zoom in all the way in, and then you have to put sensors in Alvarez foot and put sensor in the ball, and then only you will know that it has touched it.
Yeah, at the same time, right? I felt bad for that guy, Willian Alvarez, that he scored the pen, and then he came to know that his penalty was called out, and then it was very sad for him, and I felt him too. But it's when it comes to rules,
the referee was right there. He didn't notice that. It was Mbappe who called out. Double
and then
first. How did that Ninja Turtle soft all the way from the back when the referee was right there and he couldn't see double touch?
I think
how what do you mean? They just got scared and he just said like double touch and referee went along with Mbappe.
I think
referee was right there. How couldn't he see that? And the pressure was put on referee. The pressure was put on VAR. Apparently he slipped, but they weren't sure it touched when he slipped. But since there was pressure, they just went along with it.
Yeah,
no, I think it's more about the rules, right? When you play with the rules, I mean, if you look at
have you seen this
30 minutes back?
League? Before this decision, when was the last decision double touch when penalty was not given in Champions League or in Premier League? Tell me, when was the last time for double touch?
I don't think that they ever called this decision anything like that in the past.
Have you ever seen that? We have been like watching Champions. Do you have a memory when this happened before? You know why it happened? Because Atletico Madrid was playing good. Atletico Madrid was winning. Atletico Madrid was at home, and the pressure was on Real Madrid, not on Atletico Madrid on that night. Because Atletico Madrid played superb. You know that.
They did.
I have never.
Vinicius was like playing shit. You watched the game. He was playing shit, and he was one of the worst crybaby you have seen in the football. You know, he was crying. He was just screaming.
I was saying the same thing in the chat. I was saying, why is this guy crying? He was supposed to be a
Thank God he didn't win Ballon d'Or. Thank God that guy didn't win Ballon d'Or. Thank God Rodri won Ballon d'Or.
If you are expected
the reputation
to be a
is like
big player
right now.
Yeah.
If Vinicius Junior had won the Ballon d'Or, the reputation would have been a bit down because of his character, how he saw in the field. I don't know if you agree. You can love him as a Madrid fan, but as a character, as a player. Because we know we have seen Ronaldo has a fit on the field. We have seen Messi being angry on the field, but they don't act like Vinicius with a classless. You know, when they win, you know, there should be a certain moment of like excitement. You know, when you that's acceptable. But to taunt other fans, you know, and then the same guys complain about racial abuse. Man, what you know. It goes both way. You show respect to other fans.
That's a whole different topic, but let me put things there. So that's a whole topic about like racial abuse and all that. But
I'm not saying like it's but you know the cause and effect. I'm just saying that this is what's going on. You know, because people are emotional when it's the sports. You know.
Right. When it comes to Vinny Jr., I think it needs to be more controlled. Like I mean, last time also we talked about this in our previous broadcast sessions that where. I think there needs to be a disciplined plan for Vinny Jr. He's not acting really like a professional footballer.
If he could like
pitch, right?
talk the talk and walk the walk, then he could have. But he was playing shit. So why is he acting all big and might? You know, he was losing balls. He was missing penalties. He was like he have like a couple of good passes all in whole like 20 minutes. That's it. Couple of good passes, couple of good runs. You know.
Yeah, I think it's because of the young blood, right? You have the young thing going on, and then you need to like perform and showcase
but Vinicius has been in Madrid for a long time. He should be a role model for like new coming generation. You know, kids watch him. Kids watch now. New generation doesn't talk about Messi and Ronaldo. They talk about Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham. You know, this kind of young players. So they have to be a role model on and off the field. They don't understand that. So Vinicius have to understand that. You know, because if football player are like regarded as God in like almost like football loving countries, you know, so they have to be a role
I
model
think
on and off the
I
field.
think it's
That's what I
it's
feel.
not by looking at the one or two games and the performance. I know his like behavior in the games is kind of different thing, but the performance wise, looking at one or two games, we cannot judge like he's playing really
Yeah.
bad, he's playing really shit. He
But
has proven that he is the biggest
look
threat.
at his stat. Look at his stats. Like how many goals he have in Champions League. How many goals have he in? I think he have like 6 7 goals in La Liga. Let me look at the stat.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Yeah, I
how
mean,
can
right now Vinicius is not
right.
really doing good,
mhm,
but the fact that he missed up, so he didn't play good all game. He missed a penalty, and at
mhm,
the end he's showing off to the Atletico Madrid fan doing that jacket thing, whatever he was doing. I'm not sure what was he doing,
uh-huh.
but that shows like how childish he is, man. I mean, yeah, he's young, but still, if you are supposed to be a role model, then for Real Madrid, you're playing for a big club, one of the big club, right, with lots of history. If you're playing for that club in a very crucial role, then you are not supposed to be like that. No,
Yeah,
never.
yeah, that is true. I take that. I'm not saying he Vinicius Junior is 100% right on what all the behaviors he showcased in that game, right? Even with the fans and then showcasing 15 badge of the titles that we have won and
Yeah,
history and
yeah,
all
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But the thing is like it needs to be controlled by the coach. I blame Carlo Ancelotti on this. I just don't blame Vinny Junior, right? I think
Since
it's
there is no alpha character in dressing room, since Ramos is gone, like big player, like, nobody respect like Lucas Vasquez as a captain. Let's be honest.
Yeah, true.
The
That's
way the
because
if
of his
Sergio,
performance, man. Because of the
yeah, that's that.
player he is,
If Sergio
right?
Ramos was there, Vinicius wouldn't have acted like this. He would have put him in the line.
yeah,
That's what captain is supposed to do. But since Vinicius is performing very well and Lucas Vasquez is not, and there's apparently, I mean, like there's, you can see it, and not apparently, there's like hierarchy level. Certain players act differently. Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, they you can see that they have
I
different kind
mean,
of aura. They doesn't there's no hierarchy
yeah.
like captain. He, Vinicius even disrespected Mordic, legend of the game.
yeah, yeah. I mean, that is true.
I mean,
But
one thing I saw in the watching like 20 years of Real Madrid game and all that, right? I think what I've noticed is always in the Real Madrid history there is always a player like that. I don't know, for some reason they always come up with a player like that. Used to be Pepe, Sergio Ramos, and then all that history we have, right? Even in the past, and then now Vinny Junior. I think haters, they always find a way to pitch
No,
in
we're
and then
talking
call
about
out a
that.
name so that they can showcase, hey, Madrid is a bad club, you should not follow that
Not
club.
not a, it doesn't matter
I'm just
what
a
you
way of
say.
saying as a fan, right? So but
yeah,
being looking at the board perspective, like you said, UV, there should be a good personality and good discipline. Vinny Junior, we should see in coming future is not the same guy
yeah,
that we used to
Then
see in the
we can hope
past.
so. We can hope so.
We can hope
yeah.
so, but as a
Okay,
player,
But
but as a performer,
I don't believe he's gonna
okay,
change.
okay. Let's move on from the topic of Vinny Jr. Let's go to so people here said in terms of the ball, right? I mean, the Alvarez, it did touch a little bit, and that's why not standing that goal makes sense for Real Madrid fans at least, right? But other fans, I mean, who is not Real Madrid fan basically, right? They think that it should not be. I mean, the time that referee decided in sort of short span about if it touched his foot or not
And
already tells like
this is
there
not
is some kind
common.
of influence, right? Yeah.
This is not common. Like it doesn't happen often. How often have you seen like penalties being disallowed because of
well,
double
I think we
touch?
have never seen
Yeah.
that.
It
We
was
have,
I mean,
so.
I mean,
I mean,
we have seen it in Premier League once or twice, but not in Champions League. So not so much because I mean, even if it's a big deflection, right? If you are putting one
mm,
foot really far and then you're hitting the ball like that, then wherever he's hitting the ball, the the ball gets deflected. Keeper dives that way, and the ball goes other way. Then it makes sense, right? It did not go. I mean, keeper got tricked. Or if remember the players used to fake do the fake shot and then hit the penalty before, and they make a change in the rules saying you have to hit it in one shot.
right.
Way back they used to do that. I mean, it's similar to that. If I mean, you cannot do it in two touch, but that slip was so tiny that it would not have mattered at all. It should not have. I mean, only the fact that Real Madrid players said, "Hey, it might have touched it," and then the referee got influenced a little bit, and he talked to the VAR, and VAR was so quick to decide it. I'm not sure if there were sensors or whatever it was. I mean, even if it was a sensor, it would have taken a little bit of more time to understand that. I think they just ruled it in favor of Real Madrid, and even though he missed it,
Hmm.
Atletico Madrid, Oblak was still able to save another penalty. They still had the game in hand, but the it was bad for Llorente to miss that shot. And then at the end, Real Madrid did make up a little bit with Rudiger scoring that goal. That was also close to not being scored, but I think there was a little bit of influence there from the Real Madrid onto the decision. That's what I think.
Yep. Yep. For sure.
And then let's move on. Let's move on to other topic of Real Madrid versus PSG. Man, PSG, they were struggling in the group stage. I mean, not group stage. I would say
Last year.
league stage. I would say league
Mhm.
stage of this new format of Champions League. Like, they were really struggling. They were not going, but all of a sudden, PSG is now really good. I mean, the way they are playing the ball, the way they are pressing 4 or 5 men into same one player of Liverpool, they were really good, doing good. I mean, uh, at first half when they played in Anfield, Liverpool was able to dominate a little bit, but then second half comes in, and then again PSG, they were able to press a little bit and then get themselves a win at the end with the penalties and all. And I think Utsav here will be really sad about who Arne Slot picked for penalty.
Uh, it's
Hey,
not
hey, let
who
me
he
ask you this.
picked,
No, no, let me ask you the real question. What do you think about Darwin Nunes, man?
Where do I
Huh?
start, man? I had already lost
त्यो
hope
त्यो
in
बोल न
Darwin
त्यसको
Nunes.
बारेमा बोल. Let's do it, man. Come on.
Darwin Nunes
Uh,
last
uh,
year, he has given me PTSD, man. I don't know, like, 1 minute you think like, oh, this guy can be a savior, he can improve, and next minute like he's a player of next championship. He's not a Premier League player.
Uh-huh.
true.
I'm gonna. This is so emotional that I think I have to talk in Nepali, because if I talk in English, the emotion gonna be lost. So
Okay,
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
go ahead,
gonna
go ahead, man, go
I'm
ahead.
gonna rant in
सब निकाल, सब
in
भरभरको.
Nepali.
ल सुनम
Let's do it, man. Come on. रटट.
यस्तो खालको यो इमोसनल अत्याचार गरेर चाहिँ डार्विन नुनेजले यो हाम्रो लिभरपुलको फ्यान माथि भनेर यो कसैले पनि यस्तो इमोसनल खेलबाड गर्दैन कि छोरी मान्छे भन्दा पनि बेसी खेलबाड गरिसक्यो यसले के होइन एक दिन खाली सिटर मिस गर्छ अर्को दिन 90 मिनट प्लसमा ब्रेन्टफोर्डलाई 2 गोल हानिदिन्छ होइन अनि फेरि पछि खोया खेल्छ नि लास्ट मिनटमा आएर ओभर टाइममा आएर च्याम्पियन्स लिगमा जिताइन्छ होइन पास असिस्ट गरेर अनि त्यसपछि खाली पोस्टमा गोल हान्दैन होइन पास मिस गर्छ अनि आफ्नै प्लेयर्समा ठोकिन्छ अलमोस्ट रेड कार्ड खान्छ इमेजिन नुनेजले के गरिरहेछ लिभरपुल फ्यानहरू तिमीहरू बुझ्दैन के जो फ्यानले हेरिरहेछ जसले लिभरपुल फ्यानहरूले एभ्री डे इन डे आउट विक इन विक आउट हेर्छ तिनीहरूलाई थाहा हुन्छ के भन्ने गाली गर्ने गोला हानिदिरहेछ इम्पोर्टरहरू साउथ हेम्पटनमा होइन फर्स्ट हाफ लिभरपुल वाज लाइक हुन्छ नि एकदम स्टेकी टाइपको थियो क्या त्यो भ्यान्डाइक र एलिसनको गोल प्रिमियर लिगमा हुन्छ नि त्यो खानु खायो अब नुनेजले झन्डा रेड कार्ड खाइसकेको थियो गाली गर्यो नुनेजले हाफ टाइममा यसले त खतमै गर्यो भनेर सेकेन्ड हाफमा आयो बबाल त्यो गोल लुचोको गोल ठक्क फुट्टाबाट गोल बबाल हान्थ्यो पेनाल्टी पनि जित्थ्यो एन्ड यु थिङ्क लाइक ओ इज इमोसनली त हुन्छ नि त ल प्रिमियर लिग वी हेभ टु विन द्याट प्रिमियर लिग गेम एन्ड नुनेज पर्फर्म एन्ड वी थट लाइक ओ फाइनली नुनेज And then Nunez happened in Champions League. Most of a crucial match,
Lord Nunez.
He fucks up coach mind. Coach doesn't know what to do with this kind of player because one day he's performing and next day he's not.
True. Very true. Very true. And then
why
what's about
Liverpool fall? I'm not done, man. Liverpool has because they don't have like a good front three. Lucho was performing half of the season and he disappeared. Jota, I don't know what's wrong with him. He looks like an Arsenal striker, Arsenal kind of player.
True.
He was a Liverpool player, but now right
I
now he's
like
an
that
Arsenal
one.
player, because he plays like that. He's tired. He's not. He's playing like more of an attacking mid than a striker. I don't know why Slot did that. Because you are in Anfield, right? From the start, you have to be an attacking player because you cannot give opponent a hope or you don't let opponent be brave in Anfield. I think Slot forgot that, and Jota was playing attacking mid more than a striker.
Yeah, that
I
is
would
true.
have, I would have preferred Nunes at first half and Jota at second half because Nunes
True.
can create chaos. He can run
Yeah.
like a bull, even though he cannot score, but he can like put pressure to
He
other
can
players.
give all the pressings. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I,
all he. That's all he had done. Give pressure to Liverpool fan, to opponents. He have given pressure to everybody. That's all that I can do.
Yeah.
And few goals along the way. But I think Nunes need to go. Jota need to go.
But do you
If
think
Liverpool needs to.
Uwe, do you think Nunes was only the major thing that went wrong for Liverpool that day? But
No,
I mean,
I know I'm being a bit harsh on Nunes because of all the expectation we had for past these years. I know one of the reason Klopp didn't win Premier League in the last year because of Nunes. How many chances did that the guy missed, man? I think that because Liverpool was at one time was 7 point above the Arsenal and City, something like that,
mhm.
and they could have, if they have put the same kind of performance, they would have won the Premier League. They would have, but the only reliable one was Mohamed Salah, and he was also sick at the end of the season.
Yeah.
Because he's been doing that a lot. At the end of the season, somehow after Christmas, when he put that fucking picture of Christmas tree,
Yeah.
then he started falling off. Thank God this didn't happen this year, but it usually happen every year. This year he kind of performed. He's doing better because he have like more, I think 1.5 goal and assist per game, and he's like have like 50% more, I think almost more than 50% of Liverpool goal. So I cannot blame Salah. He can have
Yeah. Salah did best in the second leg at least.
second leg. He
at
was
Anfield, yeah.
Salah was like Salah disappeared in first leg, but second leg he has pretty good chances. But the thing is, other players also should create chances. Sobo wasn't the same player he was in the first leg, or he was in the Southampton or Man City game. Sobo played brilliantly in Man City and other game, but in second leg Sobo wasn't the player he was. So in case if some player didn't perform, there should be other player who could have step up. That would be like striker, Lucho, but they didn't. That's the problem.
Yeah, that is true.
And same thing with defending. Konate was brilliant in like he almost got a red card in first half, but it's still all rest of the game he was brilliant. But over here in this leg, oh my god, man!
I think Konate did breathe the sigh of relief when he did not get the red in that first leg, right?
I think
lots of PSC play.
I think that karma came back in second leg. I think that karma came back.
I think it should have been looked at a little bit closer, but I think they did not look at it because it was outside
before
the box.
that, Aruho got the red card for the same kind of fault with PSC player in like last season. So Liverpool got lucky. I don't want to be biased. See, this is how you do, Panda. You don't be biased. You know what? You have to teach that to Madrid fan, man.
We have to
tell it at it is.
I mean, it is what it is, right?
It was unfair for PSC in that regard, but I mean Liverpool was really weak because how we know is because keeper has to do so much to save the team. The keeper was so strong every time. I mean PSG was shooting from here and there from everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only they were really lucky to not.
I understand your logic. Alisson was great in first leg. Liverpool didn't deserve to win first leg. I can say that clearly. Everybody who watched the game for at 90 minutes, they knew like Liverpool shouldn't win that game. PSG should win by 2 or 3 goals at least minimum. But Alisson was great at that night. And people are saying Liverpool didn't deserve to win. But the same thing can be applied to Real Madrid. When Real Madrid and Liverpool met last time in the final, Liverpool played brilliantly, but the save Courtois made, the save from Salah. So when Real Madrid do that kind of game and just sit back and press counter and score a goal. They are the best club in the world. They play fantastically. But if
That's
other
why
club
that's why we
did
win
that,
Champions Leagues, man.
if other club did that, they are apparently bad, unlucky. This is just lucky. They're not good at football. They are playing anti-football, shit like that. So there's a bias in football community too, especially
Yeah,
I don't
always.
know, like there's a lot. I understand a hate for Real Madrid because they are successful, but there's a lot of hate for like Liverpool too. Liverpool just started being a little bit successful past few years when Klopp started building it, but there's still a hate because fan had been carrying this for 80s, so we can see that.
I think the 90% are the United fans, right?
Yeah, 99.9, and man, the one
99.9.
the one who don't City fan.
We should have Usyk here
Yeah.
in the call. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, United fan are were in turmoil for last 3-4 months, but finally they got a win. I think it was a good win for United finally in Europe.
But it's still, I don't think
But
they're.
it's still,
You don't see a United fan celebrating because they have been
Yeah.
hurt so bad. They have
Yeah.
been beaten and battered all season, so they don't even celebrate now. They're scared to celebrate. If they celebrate, they might lose 8-0 tomorrow.
yeah. I mean, they're
You know,
still,
they're scared, man. Arsenal
Yeah.
fan have come out of the hole for it's been few years. They have come out of the hole, but before, remember, signed that thing,
Yeah.
Aubameyang, that phase, they almost got
Yeah,
relegated.
that phase.
Aubameyang was the one who saved them. So right now, right now the audacity of the Arsenal fan is saying like, let's get rid of Arteta. Bitch,
yeah, that
Arteta
is,
made you guys weren't even like
No,
Europa
that-
League, So
that is true.
the-
That is true.
those few seasons they have become apparently a title chaser. They want somebody who's better coach to lead this Arsenal, who doesn't even have a striker.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, Arteta is doing all he can do.
Sometime in life you have to admit things.
Yeah.
You can
And-
only
and
be
Arteta-
just-
And Arteta, when he came in first at Arsenal, how quickly he changed that team, I mean, that is really admirable.
but
He
but
changed that team in 1 or 2 seasons, right? But
yeah,
at
but,
the-
but Arteta had a bad game too. I think he lost
he always-
7 or 8. I think he drew
yeah,
one.
at first,
Yeah. But somehow, like, even though the same pen who were saying sack Arteta, saying like we're gonna win the league with Arteta, Champions League with Arteta. So
yeah, that
delusion-
is.
Uh,
That is-
man.
I've been saying this, like I think I'd said it last season as well. I said, I mean, Arsenal fan were jumping here and there saying they will win the league, and I clearly said, you are going to bottle it. You are bottlers. And then
Always.
I'm gonna say this. I think I said it at the start of this season as well. Whenever they were doing really good, we can go back and look at the video as well. I said they are going to bottle it again. I said that, and I think we are close to seeing that already.
Yeah, I remember. I was the
Because
one
Arsenal
predicting
is like-
Arsenal for the Premier League winners, but they are like 15 points difference between Liverpool and
And-
Arsenal right now. It's not gonna happen.
And one thing I say that not just because they are rival for Chelsea, but because they don't have that figure, that level of caliber player they need, who can win those games that is impossible to win just by tactics. That player is always needed. In Liverpool, I see Van Dijk in terms of Premier League at least. He has, whenever I see
Salah.
that player, Mohamed Salah also has it, but I see Van Dijk as more. He's a captain, right? And he has that caliber, saying like, even they get they are behind 1 goal. He's like, hey, get up. We can do this. We can win this. He's always pushing all his players, and I don't see that kind of player in Arsenal.
You
It
know
has to
why-
be-
Arsenal, they have good
You know why?
talents,
Why?
right?
Why? Why?
So-
Why is that? Because Liverpool have won trophies, and players who are
Yeah.
there know how to win, how to make a
Yeah.
comeback. Because under Jurgen
Yeah.
Klopp, there were so many comebacks.
Yeah.
They know even in the worst case we can. If you believe in ourselves, we can make it there. Arsenal player, Arsenal coach doesn't have that belief because they don't have that history. I mean, the only thing they have is fucking sitting invincible, and that's all they brag about. But you
Be
can
humble,
be
eh?
like,
Huh?
yeah. City is more successful than Arsenal, man. But
Right?
Yeah. I mean, Pep got it all. Pep figured it out.
But
all. Also, but again, Pep also had that figure of player to win the Champions League, who is Rodri, right? He had that caliber. The whenever you look at that guy, he say you can say like he can grab everybody and say, hey, get up, and then we are going to fight against this team and we're gonna get a win. Even they have that kind of. I mean, at the moment in our club also in Chelsea also, I miss that player. There is no one who does that. Remember when we went Champions League, we had Thiago Silva there, and
Yeah,
every club needs that one guy, at least one guy.
who is like a commander in chief, captain,
Yeah,
who can like
yeah,
command the
yeah,
team and
yeah.
have respect
Man,
of dressing room too.
from Madrid's perspective, I cannot wait for Valverde to be a captain, man. I cannot wait for that guy.
Yeah,
He is the one after
Valverde,
Sergio
yeah.
Ramos, but
He's really versatile.
in the
Yeah.
current captaincy, Carvajal was good, but he's not that has
But
that level of captaincy,
He's
right?
but
doesn't have that kind of personality.
Even
let me
Lucas
tell you
Vazquez,
something.
man. Whenever I see his face, I feel like he's gonna do some mistakes. Always,
But
always when he's with the ball, he's good at offensive, but
But
defensive
he
wise,
has given a lot. It's been
he
a
has,
long
he
time
has,
too.
he has.
He's one of the best and
I,
most underrated Real Madrid player.
yeah,
he's
that
he's
is
one of the
true.
underdogs. I
And
mean, in the
and I
Champions League
count
final also, right? So he's really good.
Rodrigo as well. Rodrigo is
Yeah,
also underrated in Real Madrid.
very
I,
underrated.
I believe I believe Rodrigo is better than Vinicius.
That's what
I
Right,
said
right
it.
now, this season, right now he's
Yeah,
performing
right
better. Yeah,
now. Yes, of course.
yeah.
I mean, yeah, previous
Overall,
season and overall,
overall, you
Vinicius
have to
might
give
get.
your flowers to Vinny too. He has been brilliant. But this season is more talking and less on the, more talking outside the field and more than in the field.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hopefully, he's gonna resolve his issues, man. I cannot wait. I don't like that either as a Madrid fan, right? In the field, that kind of noise and then all that crappy stuff. I need to, hey, look at that. And then this is, I admire that player. He's really good in the field with the ball, but without the ball, he's making all that crappy stuff. I don't like that either.
But don't forget about Barcelona too. We were
yeah,
talking about Champions League, but we haven't talked
yeah.
about Barcelona.
I
They
was
are
going to say that. I was just going to
uh,
pull the conversation to Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Man,
They are like the
I know.
calm before the storm. They are that calm. There's a
exactly.
calm in that team. They know how to win games now. They're slowly. They are not. I don't say they are back, but they are getting their identity back as a Barcelona. They are getting the same spirit back. I think because young player. Look at how Lami Yamal, man, Rafinha.
Yep,
Look
He's
at them.
seventeen, man. Come on.
He's not even 18.
Yeah.
those guys are crushing it.
Yeah,
You know,
anytime
The
he gets that ball,
you
it
know,
feels like he's gonna do something with that ball. Like I
and
used to feel
I
when
would say,
Messi
I
used to get
mean,
that ball,
you
man. It's crazy.
you might praise Lamine Yamal and Rafinha a lot, right, as a Barcelona fan. But what I see is, I mean, they are also crucial part. But what I see
Pedri.
the most thing that happened, I mean, players are there, but the greatest thing that happened to Barcelona was Hansi Flick. I would say
Uh,
That too,
he's
that
such a
too,
yeah.
of
big
course, of
caliber
course.
manager. He's just such. I mean, same group of players were there like before, right? Xavi
Hmm.
had them, but he could not do much with them, so he had to like go out. And then Hansi Flick, whenever he came in, I told these guys like what's who is the best in Barcelona right now, and I said Hansi Flick last before this year, right? That's what I said. And then right now he's proving that. I mean, he's playing. He's not scared to play that high line with such a big teams. He's not scared to tell his player go ahead and then make a 1-to-1, or make a so good skill and shoot the ball and then get a goal. I mean,
You
they
know,
have been scoring their goals from
eh,
outside the box, inside the box, heading everything.
talking about highlights, it's a 50-50. When it works,
Mhm.
Hansi Flick is brilliant. When it done, then he's shit. Why do
Yeah.
that? Because
Yeah.
a club will figure out how to break that, tactically,
Mhm.
how to break that. So
Mhm.
as long as that works, Hansi Flick is brilliant. But it that's not the only thing you should rely on. But this season, players have the same kind of energy, spirit back. Aruo signed
Yeah.
his, extended his contract. Pedri is playing brilliantly. Gavi, even though he's not starting, he's whenever he plays with all his passion.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only player I'm slightly more concerned is De Jong because he's not playing on the level that he should play. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, I
yeah.
think
So
fitness is the concern for him, right?
fitness and more of I don't. He's more of a Javi player. He's kind of slow.
Yeah.
He's tiki taka player. He wants to play.
Yeah.
Hansi Flick is more
Slow pitch.
direct than Javi.
when when
Yeah.
Xavi was
The,
around,
He
the,
really does not fit good in Hansi Flick. Yeah, that's true.
I think the reason Xavi didn't work in Barcelona because he has same old philosophy.
Yeah. You need
The
to
way
adapt.
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
was kind of nostalgic the way Barcelona used to play, so he wants to play the same kind of football with different player. Rafinha is more of a finisher than a creator, so he wants Rafinha to be a creator. That didn't work out. We could see that because
Yeah.
under Javi, less goal,
Yeah, I like
less
one thing
assist.
about Javi. He mentioned one thing about good thing. I don't know if it's a good thing or a scary thing, but what he said in a press conference, I actually was an interview, but what he said was, if you don't kill Real Madrid will gonna kill you. That's a pretty clean statement he mentioned, and then the right after that, we won the Champions League, won the La Liga, and all that happened, right? So I think it was a fair statement when it comes to a counter-attacking wall of football. I mean, we're not really doing good going to
Somehow
the
in the
Champions League final.
conversation,
Nobody expected.
only Real Madrid fan can somehow in conversation finish with we have win this and we have win that. We're not talking
That's
about
the thing.
you.
That's the thing. If you
Your
don't
trophy.
win, hey, if you
We're talking
don't
about the
win, you
game.
don't want to be in the podcast at all. Like, look at how many
Somehow
Arsenal fans,
conversation
United
ends
No,
with-
no,
United
no, no,
fans.
no, no. I'm still in the podcast. We have been losing.
Oh,
I mean,
you have a
recently you
Conference
have
League
won
too.
like Champions League at least, right? I mean, not recently, but
Okay.
at least.
Okay, okay. Before moving to any other topic, I want to ask you this thing. This is interesting. I've sent you an image. People, you can put that image up there. I'm not sure if you can put that image up there. This is the Champions League round of 16 and then quarterfinal fixture, the knockout final phase. Can you put it up?
Wanda, can you put it up?
Yeah, it's already in there. I'm sharing the bracket for
Okay.
the quarterfinals.
Okay, yeah. I mean, okay, it's already there. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I want to ask people first. Okay, so who do you want to see in the semis and the final after this?
So, of course, Real Madrid going through to the semis, right?
Okay,
And then
will
against
be the opponent in
Arsenal, right? And then PSG coming in for semis, right?
Uh-huh.
They're
And
playing
then?
against Villa, so I think they nailed against Liverpool. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna win against Villa. And then
Okay.
in final, we're going through Real Madrid going through, right?
Uh-huh.
Winning against PSG, and then from the other bracket, I mean other poll, Barcelona coming through to the semis, winning against Dortmund, right? And then Bayern
Uh-huh.
Munich coming through, playing against Inter Milan, and then in the
Inter
semis,
Milan.
I want El Clasico, the only
In the final.
game.
In the
that I
final, you
want
want
to
El
see.
Clasico.
Yes,
Okay.
in my entire life, I have never seen Champions League El Clasico final. I want to see that. I want to witness that.
What about you, Utsab?
Uh, uh, I want to if I have a choice, I would like to see El Clasico final and Barcelona beat Real Madrid and win the Champions League. I think they have I think knocked out Real Madrid in semi-final in 2000.
Yeah, we have made once, but not in the final. Yeah.
No, I mean semi-final. I didn't say final. Semi-final. I think it
Yeah,
was in
yeah.
2013. No, 11.
Sometime
Yeah,
back, maybe
I
11
think
years.
I think
11.
I think that's what most of the folks would want to have a final that is a El Clasico as well, right? And then to have a good conversation.
But
I mean,
I
wanna-
think
There'll be
Inter
the
Milan
war,
can
man.
be a dark horse too. Inter Milan
Yeah.
could be a dark horse. Bayern Munich could be too.
Man,
but I
against
think more of
Bayern
Inter
Munich,
Milan.
no. Look at the
No,
Bayern
it-
Munich's
it's-
gameplay these days.
No, look at the Bayern Munich in the league. They have lost to a like unbelievable
Yeah.
opponent, like 15 or 16 in the league.
When
They
it
have
comes
lost
to Champions League, they are a different beast, man. They don't play.
I
like
mean,
they
but it's
play
still
in-
they're. I mean, looking at their manager, is still Vincent company. I don't feel for him
He-
Yeah,
too
I
much.
mean-
Yeah,
He hasn't that experience, So
yeah,
it's his first season in Champions League, so let's not be too
yeah.
optimistic.
And if you ask me, like, who you want to see in the final, I mean, in terms of emotion and all that hype and everything, what a final should be, dream would be Real Madrid and Barcelona. But in terms of all technicality and how good the teams are playing, I want to see PSG and Barcelona in the final. That'd be a good game, really interesting game. Real Madrid and Barcelona, we have seen them, twice
would
or
be
thrice in the La
blockbuster
Liga
game,
already.
too. That
Yeah.
would be one of
But
the
not in
biggest
Champions League
blockbusters.
final, man. Come on, let's get that hype going. We need the
No,
final Champions League El Clasico.
I mean, I would say that, but I'm not sure if that would be so interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
Looking
yeah,
at
it's gonna be tough. I mean, PSG is playing really good, right?
For
Look at
neutral
the.
fan, it might not be, but for like a world audience, or maybe for neutral fan too,
Yeah,
if it is Barcelona and Real Madrid playing, even the guy who
it's the
doesn't watch
hype is
football,
different. Yeah.
yeah. Even, we have a friend, Vivek Shrestha. He might also watch football, if Real Madrid
He
and
does
Barcelona.
when
He
there's a
doesn't watch.
game for.
He doesn't watch football, but if Barcelona and Real Madrid, he might watch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he
yeah,
might.
might
of
come and
course.
say, "Hey,
He's a
let me
Madrid
watch
fan,
this."
man. What you saying?
No, he only pretends, man. He only do that to taunt
He
me, but
wears all that Madrid jersey.
he doesn't know how many players are on the field, man. He have to count. We have to teach him
That's
what's the offside rule
that's
is.
crazy accusations, man. False accusations.
False, like, nah, man. So
But
Vivek, if you are watching this, please learn some football.
he's too busy, bro.
yeah,
This
I
guy
think
has
it's
two hours on you.
The guy is not
anything.
even here, and we're roasting him. Man. He doesn't even watch football stuff. Don't worry, he'll not watch this because it talks about ball and beyond. So he's beyond this. He doesn't watch this.
Okay.
Oh, beyond this world. Okay.
No,
I
beyond
think
this
we
genre. He doesn't.
we
Oh,
have
there's
pretty
Premier
much
League
of
too.
talks on the Champions League. What's up? Do you wanna move to Premier
Okay.
League?
Okay. I see some comments here. Let's only team still unbeaten in European competition this season. Rent free. Who is the unbeaten one?
I think
I'm not sure.
Chelsea in this
Chelsea.
Premier
Uh, I mean, Ujit was also saying keeper is there in the team for a reason. Yeah, always, man. Whenever there is a final moment, and big games are won by keepers. Always, like we have seen in World Cup, we have seen in many other Champions League finals. Keepers they win the big games, the final games at least, right?
Yeah.
That we have seen, and we want to move on to La Liga. Let's go to La Liga top table. I mean, what is happening there? Interesting.
the roller coaster. La Liga
It's
table
getting
is a roller
interesting,
coaster.
man, every day.
It's like a
La Liga table.
stock. It's go down and up and down. So right
Yeah,
now,
but so we were doing prediction in first start of the season. People obviously he chose Real Madrid, and our guy Covindra was there. He chose Barcelona to be top. But looking at the race, I think we still cannot say who is gonna win this
no.
title. But
Mhm.
I mean, looking at the game, what do you guys think? Who is the winner?
All three teams have extraordinary capacity to lose unpredictable games and lose points. They have been so Atletico Madrid was like I think 8 or 9 points behind, and at one point Barcelona could have like 10 or 11 points lead at the top of the table. Then they bottled, and then Real Madrid had 7 or some points. I think 8 points lead over
points.
Barcelona, and then they bottle. And see, so I think they're fucking with us. There's something going on. I think
You could
there's
say that.
betting-
Yep.
There's a betting scheme or some shit going on in La Liga. I think Barcelona ran out of money, So I think they're all close. They ran out of money too. They're doing this shit. We haven't seen this kind of table in a long time in La Liga.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's been a while. Yeah.
If some team dominates, if Barcelona dominates, they
I think
start
UV,
dominating
I
at the
think
beginning of the season.
I think after Messi and Ronaldo leaving La Liga, they want some kind of controversy going on. I think that's what
Yeah,
they're doing.
I
Why
think so. I think
because it's no fun. Because
Yeah.
every team who dominates at the the first of the season usually ends up winning the La
ends
Liga.
up winning the La Liga. Yeah, La Liga. Yeah.
La Liga
Whenever you
is
see-
no fun.
La Liga table, whenever you see it, usually someone is at the top and they have a big gap. But this time, La Liga looks like Premier League and Premier League looks like La Liga.
Not quietly, because Liverpool is winning, so everybody dances on fire. But there was nobody. See, let's talk about the start of the season. Nobody thought Liverpool will be in this position. First, that makes it interesting.
That is
Hey,
true.
nobody in our podcast
Nobody-
channel said that Liverpool gonna be in top 4. I was the only one. I called
Yeah.
Liverpool. Okay.
They thought we're gonna play Europa League like United or Conference League like Chelsea. No, that's what
I
they
mean,
thought.
They suffered big time last season, right? So that's
Yeah.
that's what the expectation was. But
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Arne Slot, I mean, things changed.
Every
But
time when
let's
a
not
big
talk about
manager-
Premier League,
yeah.
bro. Let's talk about La Liga here. Yeah, let's get back.
So
We are done with La Liga. Basically, three teams.
We're done. It's not fun anymore.
it's 3-horse race basically.
Yeah,
And
3 hours race.
after a few games, it will be 2-horse race, and we'll eventually know. But so
Yeah.
far, La Liga has been a top-notch entertainment. Barcelona
Yeah.
winning with Real Madrid and losing with what was the team? I think it was
I agree. I
Getafe,
agree on that.
Getafe or Levante?
Getafe or something. Yeah, it was traumatic event for me, so I forgot that. They can do
How
that. They
could
can
you?
win against Real Madrid and Bayern Munich with huge lead and lost with Alvarez with 2-1. So they have that capacity.
Yeah, yeah,
I
that
know,
is
I
true.
know. Same thing happened with us. Getafe, we lost the game, and then it was controversy, man. It's just it happens in La Liga too. It's like I think it's more about the availability of the key players, and then we're losing, and then also at the same time,
Oh,
it's
I
it's just
forgot Real
crazy.
Madrid crying about referee in La Liga. And Champions League, they have no problem referee doing like quick decisions, but in there were talks about Real Madrid leaving even the league and joining some other leagues because they
Yep.
thought Papa Perez thought they were treated unfairly, even though all the money they spent, they haven't got any results back.
I mean, you could say that. As a Barca fan, you could always say that, right? So I mean, you have been saying Madrid is not Madrid, he's a Madrid or whatever. But it has been there. Not only Champions League, not only La Liga. It has been every other leagues, right? I mean, people
But
say that,
I
hey,
didn't see them talking about referee in Champions League.
Mm,
I don't see them complaining about
yeah,
referee in
I
Champions
think
League all these years, only La Liga.
obviously there is something,
I
and
mean,
then this
I think
guy,
Champions
this
League.
guy said the
I should not
referees.
say this, but I think Champions League referees are fair, maybe.
Oh,
Here he comes.
Uh,
Maybe. So
maybe,
Champions
maybe
League,
that's a speculation.
Champions
So.
League referee, he said like in the interview, he said they haven't paid me in a while.
for real?
Something like that. Hold on, let me.
No,
Let me,
I
let
think
me,
it's
let me
it's
co-
it's it's the way that he was talking in English. But I'm not
Yeah.
sure, but it's
So
always
meaning was
always
lost in
happens.
translation.
Okay, but let's see what he said. Okay, let
Okay,
me quote it. People
before
claim Real Madrid bribe referees, but it's not true. I haven't taken money from them in a while. I saw Alvarez touch the ball twice, so I disallowed it. I was just doing my job, and this
He,
is why
he,
at
who
he
the
was
end,
it?
wasn't
Was it the
the
referee from the pitch or was it a
yeah,
VAR?
yeah.
he didn't
Simon
say it.
Marcianic.
He
Yeah,
wasn't the one who raised his hand saying double touch. It was Mbappe, and he was saying, "Oh yes, sir. Okay,
yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir."
I mean, of course, the
Ref,
VAR saw it, right? So I mean, it could be anything, but I don't think it's
No,
the Madrid who's paying that all that and crappy
and
stuff.
no,
But
the rest of the world football fan are slowly
then,
realizing that
if
it
it if
wasn't
that
them.
was the case,
All
what
these
about
years, Barcelona fans and other fans were shouting, so slowly fans are realizing, oh, maybe there's some kind of truth in that. Not all of it, but some of it.
I
It
mean, I
depends.
mean, I feel like there is always some kind of influence goes on in the realm
Look
of
at
football.
Michael Oliver in
Yeah,
Premier League.
yeah,
That
yeah.
guy. Look at
That
Michael
guy,
Oliver.
how is he back? How is he back after all
He
that
went
thing?
to Dubai, officiated a match, get who pays $90,000 or pound for a fucking one game? Why did they pay that?
Uh,
Ah.
yeah, these
We,
guys have something
everything
going
we
on
are
for sure.
we don't know. We don't know how corruption works. Because if I had been Michael Oliver, if I have a chance to earn 90,000 pounds, of course I'll go over there. I'll,
Yeah, that is
of
true.
Hey
course
UV, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, UV. So what about the all the speculations coming in for Barca fans that Barca was, like paying good money to referees and all that? It even there was a high level case filed against referees, officials, right? What
This
about
was the
that?
Yeah.
conspiracy
No,
propaganda.
you could say that. You could say the
This
conspiracy
was
now. What
No.
about
this was a work of Real Madrid. Somehow they shifted the blame. So people were busy. Has anything been proven? No. So they put all the blame to Barcelona. They started investigation. In the meanwhile, they slowly bribed the money to all the referees.
no,
You
you
know,
could say that
when
now.
when
You
when,
could
when,
Yeah.
always
when
turn the
media was
tail,
when
right?
media was busy
Come on.
looking at Barcelona, Real Madrid
But
already
like
made their waves. They already
like
did
yeah,
their
yeah. I
stuff
mean,
and won the Champions
there
League.
could be anything. We don't even know like what's going on in the higher picture, right? But we can always look at the media and then all that crappy news and all that speculations, and then we follow
That
that.
is
But it's
yeah. I think that we can go on and on about this
yeah,
all night,
and there,
and then
The
there
night would
is
end, but the conversation won't.
yeah there.
but
I mean, at one point, Real Madrid were accused of doing so. At one point, Barcelona were doing accused of doing so. I
And
think
every
most of the
every
big
club in
team does it. Yeah, every club does it or some. It's about who pays more probably.
But in
Yeah,
all
as a
fairness,
neutral fan, you could say that, man.
No, no, I remember Barcelona paid big time to the referee when we had game with
See,
oh,
see,
them.
the
Chelsea,
Champions
Yeah,
League
I mean,
final. You could not forget that, man.
yeah,
Chelsea,
Talk
I
about
remember
that.
that time.
I think it was
That's
semi-final, right?
Yeah, that was a big. Drogba was really mad about it. I think he even got banned for a while for
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I
But
mean
that was a clear
every
handball
club.
and not given. I mean, it
Every
was
club
Yeah,
is
clear.
got her they
that was
lost.
really rigged. Yeah, I
But
mean,
the main thing is how much is the accumulation of
yeah,
favored. So Real
yeah,
Madrid is in top. Barcelona
yep,
not so much, but
I mean,
how many
if Madrid wins,
games have you been favored? You know, how many important games
yeah. That
have
is
you
true.
been favored by referee? It happens, you know.
I mean,
Yeah,
Um,
I
there,
think
people say that if Madrid wins the game in Champions League or La Liga or big games, it's called rigged. And when Barcelona and other teams play, it's fair. It's not. It doesn't really make sense, man. Not
look
every
at
game
no,
is
no,
fair.
no.
Not
how
every game
many
is rigged.
controversy do they have when they win the league? How many referee decisions were in their favor? And we can look at that. Some I understand the Chelsea game. I understand it's kind of bit shaky. I am not saying it's true, but it is a little bit shaky. You can look in both angles, But it doesn't happen a lot with Barcelona in Champions League. It might happen in La Liga. I agree with that, but in Champions League it doesn't happen that often. But if you look at Real Madrid and their history, it happens that often. Big
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
I
I
still
mean,
cannot
they
believe that same
usually.
with Bayern Munich. When Bayern Munich was in form, the Ronaldo's offside, the Mascherano, oh my god, that is there's
I
a
mean,
connection.
even in their worst season, they reach at least quarterfinals somehow.
Yeah, somehow.
Because we win, man.
So,
Come on, not somehow.
No,
We
no, no,
win.
no.
no,
No,
that's somehow.
they have good players too, and we cannot deny
Yeah,
that.
obviously they
Yeah,
attract good
yeah,
players. Yes, it's a,
past 10 years
Man, you
they've
guys
been
are
one of the
forgetting
best.
all those comebacks and getting that
Yeah,
win. Come on, come on.
I'm giving you your flowers.
It's
Last
a
10
it's a
years,
wall of football, man.
yeah,
Come on.
in last
Don't
last 10
forget that.
years, in last 10 years, Real Madrid has been one of the best club in world football. I think number one, because Barcelona has like shaky time in this
yeah.
past 10 years. So I don't think that a close competition could be a
Past
Bayern
10
Munich.
years, man. You forgot the next 5 years, man. Come on.
May-
It's
Maybe
15 years.
After 2014, that's the last time they won Champions League. So it's been like 10, 11 years. Not that much, man. We won treble, not even Champions League. So treble. Real Madrid has never won two trebles. So you talk with me when you have two trebles. When you have the best
That's the
team
thing.
when you have the best
How
team
long has
in
it
the
been,
world.
bro? How long has it been you haven't won the Champions League, bro? You haven't been into the Champions League final yet.
Okay, let me tell you one thing. When you don't pay referees, when you don't
Ooh,
when
again, bro. Come on.
give me a minute.
End this
When you-
shit, man.
I'm just letting. I'll give you. When you don't have controversy, when you have the best team in the entire football, at that time you win each and every trophy you compete for. Barcelona has done that. Have Real Madrid ever done that? Look at
Yep.
my dogs even came inside.
He's like, what's going on?
Because your words doesn't make sense. That's why they came in, bro. They're trying to teach you how to speak.
Even they are angry. Even they don't.
But there are some comments in the TikTok. There Abhishek from Barca, he says that of course being a Madrid fan you could say that. And then Anis is a Madrid
But-
fan. He's saying no, Barca fans should not talk about referee. I mean he's right there.
Okay,
No.
wait,
I'm talking about the accumulation of favoritism you have. Barcelona is there in top 10, but Real Madrid is way above.
Oh, you
so,
could say
so
that.
here
You
I,
could say that.
I see another comment from Red Devil. He says Barca did it more than a decade. I guess it's fair for Real Madrid to do it for a few more years.
As a United fan, he shouldn't speak. There's a term Fergie time for extra time.
Yeah,
That is the level
he should
of
still be.
The karma has beaten him so bad. He forgot he is a.
Man, I
he's
feel
a
bad for United
fan.
fans, but
He doesn't even watch football, man. He watches cricket.
hey,
He watches
one
football.
good thing they can say, for their club is it is what it is, and then accept that.
It
all the
is what
facts.
it is.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what
man.
it is.
I feel bad, man. I feel bad for United, but I don't know. It's just not going to the right path. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
the coach, if it's the players, but
Since
it's
2000,
just.
Alright.
there was Mayan prediction the world was gonna end in 2012. They meant to say United fans. United
Hey,
fans.
United fans.
But after
United.
2012, United fans world will end because they were shit. Jose Mourinho came and gave them some hope in Europa League, and they thought they were back. They have
भयो
Zlatan.
भयो भयो
Yeah, and now
बिचरा
Oh my god.
बाँच्न दियो बाँच्न दियो
look at the United fans. How dare they speak with Barcelona right now? Look at where they are. They are in the bottom of the league. They should be waiting for championship. They shouldn't be talking about the club who is at the top of the league and the Champions League. Yeah,
Oh,
even my dog agrees.
yeah. Give me a
Look
break,
at
man.
football.
Give me a break. Okay, since we are talking about Manchester United, let's talk about Premier League. Like I think the table is pretty much set for the top team, Liverpool. I think they are close to victory,
But
and I think if they win,
ask Arsenal fan. They said they were
yeah,
still in the race.
that's what I'm going to. That's what I was going to be. I mean, they already bottled out. I already predicted their,
That's
bottling
what
of.
you think, but they
yeah.
don't think so. They think they're still
That's
in
what.
the race.
they-
Arteta
I
said
mean,
over his dead body. So till Arteta is
They-
alive,
they-
it's
they think-
mathematically possible.
they think they will win Premier League and Champions League as well. I mean, let them be Delulu. It's okay.
You have to
I mean,
you have to be like a Chelsea fan, to be honest. They said they were not in the race, and they were true. After they said
They were
that,
true.
they will keep on losing, keep on drawing. They knew what
man,
they
that
were.
guy, I hate that guy for saying that. Man, he
No,
he
the coach
killed all
guy-
our mentality of our player.
There was
He
no
killed
mentality.
it at that time.
The young players, they haven't won shit, so they need to first gain
Yeah.
experience.
I mean, that is true. Yeah, that is true.
Yeah,
That is
so-
true. Like I said, there is no commanding figure in our team right now.
Yeah,
We
I think
cannot win it.
your captain is Reece James or some.
I'm, yeah.
Who's the
Reece
captain?
James. Reece James
uh,
comes sometime. Sometime
he's
it's
more in
Caicedo. Sometime it's
hospital,
Enzo.
He has been like more hospital bed than.
He's always in hospital, man. He has fever sometime, man.
That's your
He's
captain,
really,
right?
yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's captain whenever he's on the pitch, but whenever he's not, there's someone else. But we don't have a commanding captain still yet. Last captain I remember who was really a captain was Azpilicueta. After that, I have not seen. I mean,
I think
Thiago Silva.
Did you went to Barcelona?
He went to Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid.
Barcelona and then Barcelona, I think, and then Atletico Madrid. Yeah, but things turned out pretty bad. But I think the main point for Chelsea now is to be in the top four. But that top four race, I think Arsenal should be playing that.
Arsenal will be playing that top four. Like, don't worry.
Yeah.
The delusion will end slowly. It takes time, Then I think there's certain stages like anger, delusion, acceptance, some stage of griefs. So they're in some way, but they will come to acceptance, slowly.
And if we win the next match coming up match, we have Sunday Arsenal versus Chelsea, London Derby. If we win that, then it's gonna make really really difficult for Arsenal to be in that top four.
But somehow they will end up being draw and Declan Rice will say we are not still in the game. I can see that happening again,
Yeah, that's true. And then Tottenham and United, they are enjoying their view from down there always.
They're in the balcony, man.
Yeah, and then Nottingham Forest, what a turn up for them, man.
Oh,
That's one of the Nuno Santos. That guy, man. He left Wolves only to come back as strong as he can with this team. Nottingham Forest, man, they are doing so good. They are giving everyone trouble.
He was coach of Spurs too. Do you remember that?
Yeah. He was. Yeah.
He was sacked so soon, and right now he's where Tottenham wants to be. Tottenham dreams to be. So I think there are some clubs like United and Spurs. It doesn't matter who comes,
Always,
who
man,
plays for you.
always.
Look at the players Tottenham have, like Harry Kane, Son Heung. He was, I think he's a far off player right now, but he was a great player. And Ousmane Dembele, remember that player with the dribble?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So they had a pretty good player, but still I think the spirit of the club that's haunt them, Same thing is going on with United.
It's the biggest curse, right, in the football history.
Some club just after when they fall off the Liverpool.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember they didn't win shit for 30 years and a few Champions League and few FA Cups in between, and 2005 Istanbul, that's all they had, So sometimes curses goes for a long time. Look at
It
Arsenal.
does.
But even some fan can like accept that, and say like we're gonna come back. But some fans like Arsenal coming back to Arsenal, they don't think they're cursed. They haven't won shit in 20 years. They haven't won even Europe. They haven't won shit in Europe, and they talk like they're gonna beat Real Madrid. Have you seen AFTV? Shit, I sometimes watch AFTV. The bad rap that Arsenal is getting is from that fucking shit AFTV. Second,
I think we should make this a roast show from next time. Roasting each other team.
no,
Roast
I feel like
each and every team,
this.
right?
Yeah, this will be much fun.
I'm just talking facts, like look at
No,
AFTV.
that's brutal.
The fucking guys were doing maths in between when Liverpool was about to play like Manchester City. They're doing maths. Imagine if we win a West Ham and they lose at City. Fucking guy was Alicia. We were like 2 points behind Liverpool. Then it's in our hand. Fuck, man, the level of delusion, the level of confidence they have. Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, man.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
It's
But I
amazing.
think some team really did deserves it. Like Nottingham Forest, I think they deserve it. Other teams were they are still struggling. Manchester City, Pep Guardiola. What do you want to say about
Yes,
Pep Guardiola?
very wrong time. Klopp was there. Klopp didn't win when 92 points. Klopp didn't win when 97 points. And as soon as he left and the bald monster fall off, you, one of the greatest managers, Jurgen Klopp, when he was there, the ball was playing like fucking Mega Mind. You're playing fucking genius. On 97 point wasn't enough to win him. And as soon as the club
Yeah.
is gone and he have a divorce and some family problem,
Ah.
and he's gone. The Holland is
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
De Bruyne suddenly fall off, and
Yeah.
Rodri is suddenly in wheelchair, and fucking Holland
Yeah.
is fit.
Everyone is like, yeah. Yep,
And
that is
thank
true.
God Arne Slot came in the right time, but Jurgen should have more Premier League if he
But
was.
but do you think there is any chance that Liverpool might not, might lose some of the game after this, sad thing with Champions League? They might lose their game in Premier League.
You are saying that Arsenal will win the league and somehow Liverpool might bottle the league?
No, not that. But
Oh, okay.
not winning the.
That's not gonna happen anytime soon.
That's not gonna
They're-
happen for sure.
I
But
said I
I
will
mean,
chop up my balls if that happens. This is not gonna happen.
no, not that. Obviously, not that. But I mean, the thing goes like whenever you lose the Champions League and your mentality goes down, you start. That comes to reflect in another game, right? Do you think it will happen in somehow?
It's all about character. How you gonna show up the next day, And so far, Liverpool have like a comeback spirit. I can see that, they're gonna be frustrated. They're gonna be angry, and they have to show that on field, not in front of the camera, like some
Right.
players. They have to show that attitude in the field.
Yep.
I hope
I know who this is directed to.
they will end the season or strongly. They still have a EFL Cup, Carabao Cup in Wembley, and they still have a Premier League to lift. So I think they'll be what the fans at the Anfield wants them to be at their best every next game. So
there is a funny comment from Red Devil again, bro. He's saying, bro, you're gonna say Nunes gonna win Ballon d'Or next year.
I'm not. I have no Liverpool fan says that. We as soon as Nunes was on the field to take penalty, I looked into his face and I knew that motherfucker gonna miss. Because
Yeah, he missed.
I had more chance to score that penalty than Nunes. You can see the player, the attitude the player had. When the Van Dijk came, the penalty the Van Dijk had against Copa from Chelsea.
Copa.
Uh,
Kepa. Yeah.
Kepa. Kepa. I
Kepa.
even knew that name.
Kepa.
One of the most expensive players. Just to let that's the clip. And Van Dijk had
At that time, at that time it
But
was.
but let me ask you this, Yuvi. What about the contracts between Salah, Van Dijk, and all that? What's going on there?
What's going on?
I hope Salah and Van Dijk extend their contract. I even hope Arnold come to right senses and extend his contract because there's a history. The player who
Hey,
left
you know where?
Liverpool,
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
the player who left Liverpool have never be on the upskill. They have already gone down. Remember Mane went to Bayern Munich, Firmino,
Yeah. Yep.
Henderson. Just tell me one player. Coutinho, best example. Klopp said if you stay in the Liverpool, they're gonna build you a statue. If you leave, you're just gonna be another player. He's gone. He's playing.
But what do
in
you think?
Brazil
What do you think
League.
of a train coming to Real Madrid, man?
If he really leaves, he's a scouser. He know how much he's loved in the city. If he just leaves for the money,
Yeah. He
Yeah.
should not leave.
I
Man.
think he should go. Fuck off.
Yeah. Whenever a player is really.
But I don't think he will do that. But
Yeah.
but when I look at him, I still doesn't understand why he doesn't. How I had him, he signed the new contract. He's have so much opportunity. If it's money, then I hope the club's gonna sort out, because we are winning stuff right now. So they want to have a key player. The player who have already
Right.
won something. They want them in their squad. Why James Milner was there? Because of his character. Even though he wasn't
Yeah.
as good at that level of a player, but Jurgen Klopp kept him in the squad, in the team, because he was that kind of player. He motivates youth. So Liverpool need player who have already won Premier League and Champions League. That's Van Dijk, that's Salah, that's Trent. They have their
Yeah.
experience.
They,
They can,
they
Yep.
need them
yeah, they,
always.
they have the new player who comes to Liverpool. They
I
can
mean, they should
transfer
not
the
let these kind of
experience.
players go, man. Salah, look at him, man. He's already one of the league, what do you call, top scorer in the league, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's gonna
nobody
have the
can nobody can beat that score this
he's
season. I
gonna
mean,
make a history
why
this
let go
season.
that kind of player?
Yeah, he's gonna have most goal and assist this season. I mean, like goal and goal contribution. I think
True.
Andy Cole or somebody has 44. Alan Shearer has 42 or something. Salah already has 41, something like that. So I think there's
Yeah.
more. There's still 11 games or something left. So I think Salah's gonna break that record, and he's going for Thierry Henry and Erling Haaland, Erling Haaland record. So I think. Let's hope Liverpool doesn't lose their focus because they lost in Champions League, and they go forward.
I
I
don't think
want
they would
Salah
not
to
they would
break
not do
Thierry
that.
Henry record.
Yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
most
They
goal
would
and
not do that.
assist.
They would not. They would not
Yeah.
for sure because they'll need that motivation to win the league and then
Yeah.
get that
Yeah.
all the they can do with the club, right? So I don't think they're gonna lose any game going forward.
But Liverpool has always been unpredictable at the end of the season. You know,
But I mean, 15 points in the top.
Yeah, I know.
That's
So 1 minute they're contender for quadruple, and next minute they just win like 2 FA Cup, and we have seen that. There's a history. So Liverpool at the end of the season is always shaky. I remember the season the Guardiola, I think Guardiola won with 1 points. The Gundogan came and he scored against Aston Villa. Gerrard was playing. We were having good time in California. Remember that?
I
Somehow
don't.
I knew when Gerrard substitute Coutinho, the shit is gonna go south.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
as a Liverpool fan, we know how soon the things can go south. How
Yep.
soon the things can go change. So I hope this doesn't happen because we have heartbroken a lot. Even Bullet
Yep.
cannot hurt us. So we have
Yep.
a
Yep.
best manager last season. And we have Nunes as a striker. So that's already painful. We know the pain. We're familiar with the pain, but we're gonna relieve that pain with Premier League. Let's hope so, and EFL Cup.
Yep. That's true.
Yep.
All right. I think we are good, right? So any few words, last minute words. I think we are off the time. From Real Madrid fan or Liverpool fan, anything.
The only thing I want is El Clasico Champions League final.
El
Come on,
Clasico,
let's do
Champions
it.
League. Let's go.
I hope so
I mean-
too. And justice will be served in the biggest stage in the and
Let's
the new
see, let's
generation
see.
of Barcelona would be introduced. That would be the greatest feeling, to win Real Madrid when they have new Galactico. Because there was Galactico before too, but they didn't win shit.
No, no.
I,
So I want to
I,
happen.
I want
see it
you.
happen right now.
I want UV to go to the Golazo show on that day if it happens.
Golazo.
If they call me,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no.
Yeah. Or maybe CBS.
Hey, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry,
Utsav.
Utsab. Don't worry, Utsab. We'll run the Golazo show here.
Yeah.
Together.
In that case, nobody will know.
Let's go.
Yep. Yep. No, we'll make them know.
We just say like it's a brown version, That's what it's for brown people.
True, very true.
All right.
All right, I think
All right,
we're
I
very
think
good
we're
to wrap
good,
up.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
all right. Thank you, everyone who is in the live chat for looking at us.
Yep. Yep.
Watching at us, whatever, man. Peace out.
Yep. We'll,
Peace
we'll
out.
make them coming. We'll keep
Savansa.
them coming, right?
Liverpool.
Let's go.